Today, we're going to talk about all those underrated anime that you need to watch already.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
Welcome back to Weekday 1-Up. Now, let's start things off just by saying we need more topics and questions. Leave them below. My phone died. I lost all the topics and all the questions. So, help a brother out.
Help two brothers out.
Yeah, there are two of us, aren't there?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, three if you count Yarlog.
Well, what about all the amiibo?
No, just Yarlog.
If you guys want to send us more amiibo to add to the table, you can't. We don't have a P.O. box.
But when we get one, we'll let you know.
Yeah, if you want to send us those rare ones. If you want to part with them.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to send me that little Mac.
No, I mean, we're not going to say
if
no.
you want to give me the Marth.
They're going to restock them.
Yeah, I
They're
heard.
restocking them. Anyway,
About time.
let's get on to Cody's list of underrated anime! Brought to you by his brain and other lists that he found on the internet to help make this list. Here we go.
I want some peanut butter.
Okay, the first thing I have on this list is
Tell me
Bakano.
Bakano, yes. Oh my gosh. Watch Bakano, please. That's such a good anime.
We have talked about Bakano a lot on this show and the Comicast, and
If you don't know, the Comicast is our podcast that comes out weekly.
there's a link for it in the description. It's just an amazing show. Like, everything they've done with that show that
Ups
they've
and
managed to create.
downs and backs and forths.
It's the
and
closest
lefts and
thing I've ever
rights.
seen to Lost in an anime, even though it's nothing like Lost, but like just the way they explain things.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so well done. And the first few episodes, you're going to be like, what? But stick with it.
Stick with it for like 3 episodes, and then you'll be like, oh, this is where it's going.
Guilty Crown.
Okay. I still haven't watched it.
Exactly. A lot of people I've talked to haven't watched Guilty Crown, but the ones who have, love it.
Really?
Here's what I got to say about Guilty Crown.
Nate loved it.
It's kind of like Code Geass, if Code Geass went in a totally different direction.
Oh.
I mean,
I used Guilty Crown in an A&B I made once.
and he didn't even watch it.
No.
I'm ashamed of you.
I used a lot of anime in that A&B that I had never seen.
Like what?
I don't remember. I hadn't watched Naruto or Bleach at the time.
You are a sick person.
I did it for fan service.
You're finally watching Naruto, though.
Yeah.
Clearly the most
I just met Rock Lee.
most underrated anime.
Oh man, Rock Lee is such a beast.
Oh, you like Rock Lee?
I love Rock Lee.
Does he like Sakura right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, next I have...
First thing he said was, "Will you go out with me and I will protect you to the day I die?" And she was just like, "No." And he like died inside.
Does Sakura still do the thing where, like, the other Sakura comes out when she's thinking?
Yes, I hate it.
It goes away.
Thank God.
People used... You're the only person I've ever seen say they hate that.
Oh,
Everybody loved it when I was a
it's so
kid.
annoying.
Star Driver.
Yes.
Star Driver is one of those mech anime that for some reason, like, just went under the radar.
It just does. It doesn't feel like a mech anime.
It does and it doesn't. Like, I don't know. That show's really good, and if you're into mechs, highly recommended.
Mm-hmm.
Mushishi.
Yes! Oh my gosh, Mushishi is so good. The way I describe Mushishi to people is every episode is like a small Ghibli movie.
Oh, really?
That's how I describe it. Every episode feels like a tiny, tiny Ghibli movie.
Now, I tried to watch Mushishi back in the day when, if any of you guys remember Gaia Online, when it was I guess it's still a big thing, but I don't use it anymore because none of my friends are on it, so... But there was a time on Gaia where they had a movie theater where they would like sponsor specific anime, and you could go and watch anime in the movie theater with other Avatar things, and you could like throw stuff at the screen and like talk to people during the movie. And they played anime, and Mushishi was one of them that they played, and I tried to watch it, but I think I was just too young, and I just didn't have the attention span.
It's slower. Like, it's not action-packed. It's very story-driven.
Yeah, I was like, what the F is this? Salty Ray, I watched at the same time, too. I forgot about Salty Ray.
Is it on this list?
No. Because I don't know if it's underrated. It's been so long since I've seen it, I don't know if it's good. I can't remember.
Yeah, Mushishi. I need to watch season 2. It's on Netflix.
Steins Gate.
I've never seen it.
I've also never seen Steins Gate. That's why I put it on this list, because a lot of lists I saw said it was underrated. I've heard that it's amazing from everyone who's seen it,
Tyler,
and we both haven't seen it, so...
Nate, I think, watched it and liked it.
Everyone I've talked to that's seen Steins Gate loves it, so I need to watch it really bad. Next was one that I wasn't totally sure should be on the list or not, but a lot of lists said it, and I asked Dakota about it, and he said I should go ahead and put it on here. It was Angel Beats.
It's the way I described it. It's overration, or it's underration. Is it's very, very known and popular amongst all the people who've seen it, and that's a lot of people. But all those people who haven't seen it, they've never really even heard of it. Like our friend Drew, he'd never heard of it.
I guess that's true.
But he also hated it, which he's entitled to his opinion.
Next on the list is an anime that I have not seen. Oh, the pepper's coming back. But Dakota has. Wolf's Rain.
Oh, yeah, Wolf's Rain's crazy underrated.
Yeah? What's so good about it? Enlighten me.
Mainly because of its characters and the story that it's going for. It's another really slow anime. Mm-hmm. But when they get to the point that they're making, they hit it, and they hit it hard. And it's one of the few anime I've cried watching. Like, I cry.
I, on the other hand, am a little baby and cry at, like, everything. Like, every anime.
I cry at a lot of anime now, but...
It was one of your first.
It was I think it was the first anime I ever cried watching.
Elfen Lied? Elfen Lied?
I don't know. I still don't know how to pronounce it.
You have not seen it, right?
Nope.
Neither one of us have seen it. But
I thought you had.
No. But I know of its underration just because I know it's very popular. And I know a lot of people really like it who have seen it. But I also know more people who have not seen it than who have. And a lot of lists also had this on there. So I figured it should go on here.
Fair enough.
Next is a show that I have been screaming and screaming and screaming about for my friends, for the viewers of my shows, for pretty much everyone I know in my entire life to watch, and still none of them have. Yu Yu Hakusho. What?
I can't believe I didn't see where this was going.
I will preach that this anime is one of the top anime in the world, if you like shonen, if you're into shonen, until the day that I die. Yu Yu Hakusho, it was that anime that came out around when, like, the Dragon Ball Z era, and, like, the Inuyasha era, and, like, when that type of anime was a thing. And nobody effing watched it. It was not nobody. A lot of people did. But it was pretty overlooked. You don't hardly ever see cosplay from it. You don't hardly ever see it getting any love. And it's a great show. And if you like shonen and you like battle anime, the fact that you haven't watched it yet is shameful. And you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm talking to you. You need to watch Yu Yu Hakusho. And it starts off slow. It does. But get through the first, get to the Dark Tournament. That's all that really matters. And then there's no going back. This show's amazing. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I haven't finished it.
Do you have anything to say for yourself on why you've shown such a shameful display?
No.
Okay. Wait, Nate watched it.
Yeah.
Good job, Nate. Okay, next up is another show that I preach a lot. I don't think I've preached it nearly as much as Yu Yu Hakusho, but my boy Drew finally watched it and loved it. Samurai Champloo.
Ah.
This show is one that's directed by the same dude that did Cowboy Bebop. Got a poster up there. And you can feel it because it's very music based. Like, it's samurais with hip hop. And I just feel like this show, it's just overlooked for some reason. Like, people see it and they're like, meh, samurais with hip hop, that sounds stupid. And then you watch it and like, whoa, it works.
I started to watch it one day and I was like, I really want to watch something on Netflix a few years ago. And I started to watch it, and then as soon as I started watching it, I was like, I just realized I'm not in the mood to watch anime. And I think I just went downstairs and did something else.
You suck. And you never came back to it.
Ooh, I got one on the list if it's not on there.
Go ahead and say it.
Eden of the East.
It's not on here. Good call.
Eden of the East is so underrated.
Yeah, Eden of the East is really underrated. I've not seen the last movie. I've seen
I haven't
all
either. I
the
started it. And
Paradise Lost. That's
Nate's-
the last one.
Nate has seen it, and he says it's great. They said they wrap everything up.
Well, now I feel like if I watched it, I forget like so much that has happened.
I might just rewatch it. It's only 12 episodes.
Rewatch it and the first movie, and then watch the last movie.
Mm-hmm.
I might do that at some point. Okay, and the next thing I had on my list is a show that I've not finished yet, but I already know of its underration and that it needs, and I need to finish it. This is From the New World, or Shinsekai Yori.
I'm still getting over that cold you gave me.
I'm still getting over it too.
Dang.
From the New World, or Shinsekai Yori is, oh my god.
Sure.
What can I even say about this show? It's so good. And the reason I say it's so underrated is because nobody knows what it is.
Because, oh my god, in episode 8, there's a scene where 2 guys make out.
Yeah. And 2 girls make out too, but no one ever complains about that because double standards.
Double standards.
Or sexism or something. I don't know. It's one of those things.
I say double standards.
Are
you pointing at these with your lace on your pants?
Yeah, I can point with whatever I want. They can't see me. I was going to say something about it. Oh yeah, it's so underrated that me, who's like super deep into the anime fandom and knows like so much stuff about anime, had no idea what this show was until we went to MomoCon and saw an AMV of it. Never even heard of it. Birdie Decode.
Your brother told me to watch this one a
Yeah.
long time ago, and I was like, okay, I will, and I never did.
I heard this show's really good, but I've never watched it. Shows its underratedness.
Ooh, I have one on the list.
Go ahead.
Heaven's Lost Property. You've heard me talk about this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ecchi kind of harem, but it's a lot more. It's very deep. Like there's a very deep story going on. It's very funny at the same time. It's about this pervert kid who this angel just shows up on his doorstep one day and calls him master. But the story that's going on, like why she follows him, is so deep, and it's just so good and has a lot of epic stuff in it.
You really recommend it?
I recommend Heaven's Lost Property. Get over the fact that it's ecchi and it's harem. The story is really good.
Alright, the next one I have on here is Ergo Proxy. This show I watched back in 2013 because it was on Hulu and I just wanted an anime to watch. And, dude, it's really good, but I feel like I know why it's underrated. The show is really dark, and if you want a really dark, like, mystery anime, this is a great one to watch. But it's totally underrated because first 13 episodes, freaking amazing. Like, I watched it and I was like, why does not everyone talk about this anime? Then I found out why. The second half of the show, other than, like, the last 2 episodes, it just feels like filler. Like, it really does. Like, all of it, they're just doing, like, mindless stuff that doesn't matter or, like, give anything to the plot at all. So it's like 13 episodes of gold. It should have been like 13 episodes. So they should have cut a little bit out of the first 13 and then added in those last 2 to like wrap it up. And then it would be, I think this show would not be underrated. I think everyone would know what it is. But because of that second half, nobody cares. Like it just gets so weird and stupid, honestly. Like episode 15, they're on like a game show. Why? This is like a dark dystopian world.
Well, I got one that I haven't finished.
Okay, what?
Death Billiards. Or Death Parade.
Death Parade?
Yeah.
I feel like it is a little underrated right now.
But it's also new.
I don't think it's gonna stay underrated.
Yeah.
It's new, and I think as more people see it, it's gonna...
I'm ready to see cosplays from it.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Anyway.
Next, I have Hajime no Ippo.
Okay, that's the boxing one, if you don't know. Pardon me.
That pepper, dude.
Nah. It's still there. I can feel it boiling.
Hajime no Ippo?
It's the boxing one. And that one's been around forever.
It got a remake.
Oh, I thought it was like an ongoing series.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, it's one that I see on almost every anime website I go to, but I never hear anybody at cons or anywhere talk about.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen it.
It's basically Little Mac the anime. No, I'm just kidding.
I know Uber Black Man made me really want to watch it really bad.
I miss Uber Black Man.
Yeah, he is an awesome YouTuber. Uber Black Man, if you're watching this, make a comeback, man. Okay, next up, Kara no Kyokai. Do you know what this is?
Is that Kyokai no Rine?
No.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Kyokai. I don't know.
It's Kara no Kyokai it's this series of movies. There's like 7 movies. and it's the one that Tyler showed us on.
Oh yeah.
At ACEN our first time. It's very cool. It's like feels like it was a little ahead of its time. I don't know. It's still kind of newish, so not really that ahead of its time. But it's about ghosts and all kinds of like I can't really explain in super good detail what this show is about. You should just need to go watch it. Like just go look it up. If you're into something that's like different and you're trying to find something, go look up Car No Kyokai. We only have 2 more left. I'll actually do this next one last, so let's do this one. Kekai Sensen, which came out last season. I feel like it's underrated because, and I'm not sure if it's even finished yet. They were waiting on that last episode forever.
Is it still out? Is it still not out?
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. But, like, this show, I'm not going to say that it was the best anime of last season because I think we know what that was. It's right there. But, anyway. Yeah, so Kekai Sensen.
It's Danmachi, that one.
Yeah, the best one. Kekai Sensen's just a show that, like, it started off a little weird. Like, the first episode was really cool. Like, they had really good art. And people were like, the concept of this is cool. And then for the next couple of episodes, it was just kind of like, eh. And I think that's where a lot of people fell off. But if you stuck with it, it, like, found its plot eventually and became really, really awesome. And I think it's definitely underrated. You should go watch it. And finally, the last one that I totally do not agree with being underrated at all, but it was on almost every single list that I looked at, is Trigun.
Trigun is not underrated. Everybody knows Trigun.
Yeah, I feel like, who doesn't know what Trigun is?
It's one of the anime, like, everybody knows.
I feel like saying Trigun is underrated, you might as well say that Cowboy Bebop's underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like they're in the same boat. Or Outlaw Star, which actually might be a little underrated. That should have been on this list. Mighta, shoulda. Well, I haven't seen it.
So but I agree with you. It's not underrated at all.
I had to mention it just because every list said it was. I saw a list that said Sword Art Online was underrated, guys. No. Sword Art Online!
This show right here.
Why do we have that hanging there? Neither of us are really, like, in love with that show.
I love that show.
You're in love with Sword Art Online?
I was when it came out, but I mean, what else are we going to put there?
We'll find something to replace it eventually.
Nate really wanted it. Actually...
It could go into Comic Cast better. We could switch it with the Maggie one. Well, you've not seen Maggie.
I like the Maggie one there.
So, yeah, it does look good.
Nate originally wanted this over there, so we'll get another one to put right here and put this one over there. I
mean, I don't hate Sword Art. I don't want people to think I hate Sword Art. I just feel like there's shows that both of us like better that could go in our little...
Tell you what, I'll buy the wall scroll to go here. I'll pick the one out.
Since I got the Maggie one. Alright, guys, that's it for this episode. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with our list of underrated anime and what you would add to the list.
I'm the only one here who hasn't contributed a wall scroll.
Thanks. What would you add to the list? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget, we need questions and we need topics badly. Please help us out, guys. Also, big shout out to my boy.
It's flashing again.
It's fine. I told you what it means.
Oh, yeah.
A big shout out to my boy, Sonic, Mr. Sonic Team 121.
Mr.
We met
Sonic
him.
Team 121, yeah.
We finally got to meet him.
Hey, buddy.
It was good meeting you. And you should follow us right here. This is our Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, except your Snapchat is not this.
My Snapchat is Jimmy D. Richards.
And after you do that... No, don't stay nerdy yet.
Don't stay nerdy yet.
After you do that, share this episode, share any of our episodes, take screenshots, GIFs, anything you want to do. Or GIFs, if you say it like that.
You're wrong if you say it like that.
And share them, send them to us, whatever you want to do. But when you do it, hashtag WD1UP so that, we can find it.
Yeah.
That's why we have you hashtag it, so that we can find it and look at it and be like, look what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
Okay, so now, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to come back next time for the next video.
And as always, stay nerdy.
Yeah, we did it!
Nice, dude.